Hi again, everyone. I'm Ollie Matthews. This is the Narcissistic Resistance, and this resistance video is sponsored by a contribution from Anonymous. And here's his story. What is with these inbred narcissistic pedophile types that turn to their own children? It is a Freudian nightmare of disgusting proportions. It truly boggles my mind. Hell, it drove me insane. I'll start to gag and feel just gross that I came from these weird fucks. I get the feeling this isn't exactly out of the ordinary. I mean, how common is this? Fucking Freud. Thoughts. Well, every pervert loves to quote Freud because for some reason, not for some reason, we all know, Freud somehow has some legitimacy to let him off the hook for their perversion. It's a lot, it goes a lot deeper than Freud. This is something I've been talking about with societal narcissism and the use and the sexualizing of children, the whole pedophilia thing. You turn on the TV, you have children being sexualized. You have children's TV being sexualized. Disney, Nickelodeon, whatever the other one is. These shows where you got young girls acting like they're in their 20s, sexualized situations, suggestive dancing with young underage children. The I realize pageantry has been around for a long time, but the boom of it, the Honey Boo Boo type shows, where it's deeper than just some white trash family going at it and, hey, let's point and laugh. What goes on in those pageants is sick. These dance troupes is sick. They're like, and it's all about sexualizing children. How common is it? It's pretty common. It's everywhere. It's everywhere in society. And you have to be on guard for it. And this is something that's been part of a cultural breakdown for decades now. For decades. I mean, in my opinion, this all starts in the late 50s, 60s with the baby boomers. All of this is with the baby boomers. Now, I know this person's story a lot better because this is somebody I do some behind the scenes stuff with, Skype, phone calls, what have you. Very similar to me, to mine, to my story. And here's the thing that where I know where you're coming from here. Because it has to be that in their minds it's being accepted socially. Even back like when it was happening to me in the mid to late 80s, it was happening, but it wasn't all that hidden. It wasn't as open as it is now, obviously, because of the internet, what have you. But it was always there. It was always there. And when you hear other stories on my channel, these type of things where the sexualization of children goes on in every country. Some cultures it's more prevalent than others, and that has nothing to do. I mean, we're not even getting into Freud in those. It's just our society, because it has been just sexualizing children for decades now. Decades. To the point now where you can find articles in stuff like Salon. Salon's like the worst offender. How pedophilia is a choice, is a sexual preference, not a disease, not something to be scorned. They're not really harming these children. Stuff like old NAMBLA shit. I mean, that's all out there now. So it's no wonder these pedophiles and this shit feel emboldened. It's no wonder that not too long ago, I mean, for me, the 80s was what, 30 years ago? I mean, that's long, but it isn't that long to have this type of change in society. But it really wasn't all that different back then. It really wasn't. The only thing that's changed here, is the internet, and the technology's better. And we're all carrying smartphones, and we can all, and media's streaming into our heads 24/7, this channel included. I'm guilty of it, I'm part of it. Not the sexualization of children, but the media, the whole drilling in there. And they have been drilling in the sexualization of children for decades. Decades. Why do you think they're talking about now children as young as 5 being transgender, going through gender this is all to already, the sooner you start introducing the sexual stuff, whether sexual or things about sex and things that children shouldn't even be thinking about, it's all about normalizing sexual activity with children. Saying a child can make the active choice to have sex with an adult. I mean, it's sick. It's mind-boggling. It's all out there if you look. It's all out there. Okay? It's deeper than just my parents or your parents or whoever's parents. Who's ever watching parents, who's ever gone through this, because there's thousands on this channel and millions out there who've gone at the hands of their own family members. It's deeper than them. It's societal. It's every time you turn on the TV. It's every time you let your children watch Disney Channel or Nickelodeon with these, where they take these young girls dancing around poppy and cute with the boys, and it's like a faint whiff of it. And then they give them their own shows, whether it's Hannah Montana or iCarly. And the next thing you know, before they're barely even 17, 18 years old, they're leaking out sex tapes. They're leaking out nude photos. And they're twerking on stage. They're getting them early, and they're seeing them right through. The problem is bigger than just the people who did it to us. The problem is societal. This is what I've been talking about with societal narcissism, and why sexualization of children and pedophilia plays such a big part of it. It's why you see so many of these politicians going down for it. Because it's the way these so-called people in power, they control each other through blackmail, through using children. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So yeah, everybody here, we've been abused by these people. Narcissism plays a whole role in it. But the problem is bigger than them. The problem is bigger than them. And if you get caught up on them, and believe me, you have enough other issues with your narcs, okay? Enough other issues with your narcs, so you should be long no contact anyway. But, and we've discussed that. This, you have to see it for what the big picture is. This is the narc using what society gives them to control you. So you have to be able to filter this out behind you. For yourself, for your family, for your own children in the future. Okay, because this is how they normalize shit. This is the way we've been going. And this is why, I think this is a big part of the culture wars we're going through right now. It is a struggle. And the pedophile class right now is terrified. So, thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you for the question and the topic. I hope this helped. I hope it made sense to you. Thank you to everybody watching. Please leave any opinions in the comment section below. I'd really like to know what you think. And again, to Anonymous, thank you again. That's an important topic. I'm gonna have to be careful how I label this video so it doesn't get demonetized or hidden, because they love to hide these. So, thank you again. And if you'd like your story read on the channel, you have a topic you'd like me to cover, a narcissist you'd like to expose, you'd like to set up Skype, a phone call, have a private video made, have a Facebook live chat, or you'd like to sponsor a video like this for someone who needs help and can't afford it, or you just want to sponsor the channel in general, help it expand and grow and survive, because this channel is still primarily sponsored 100% by donations from all of you. Believe it or not, I finally got some AdSense. Thank God. Not what I should have, but something. So, again, sponsored 100% by contributions from all of you. I live or die by you guys, so thank you. You know what to do with the PayPal and email links in the description box, and if you're still unclear, wait for the instructional video link to pop up on the screen at the end of this video to walk you through all of that. Please like and share this video wherever you can. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the subscription bell to be notified of all my video uploads. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been the Narcissistic Resistance. Take care.